Using a new Sanyo digital camera with video clip, what you see needn't be all you get. Sanyo Digicam, what the world's coming to.
And get any medium grand pan pizza. Pepsi for 2. And loads of garlic bread. For just $9.99. The grand pan meal for 2. Great. Upstaged by a tenor.
And it goes a little something like this.
Cointreau. Yes. And champagne. Right.
What are you missing?
Family. Oh, come on. The food's getting cold.
Have yourself a Sainsbury's family Christmas.
Action! Get on a mission at Toys R Us! Dr. X is destroying the ice cap! But Polar Mission Action Man teams up with Blizzard, his fearsome wolf, and are hot on his trail. With 3 terrifying sounds and polar missile, Blizzard is unleashed and runs X down!
Action Man, the greatest hero of them all!
Pull harder, X! Action Man, Polar Mission, and Blizzard, now with special Arctic Dr. X, only $29.99 at Toys R Us stores nationwide.
Hard hitting.
Coming up in half an hour, real-life action in Gangland as the LA detectives move in on some bad boys in the hood. But before that, Radsy Nesbitt's coming to blows over noisy neighbours.
Penis making sex less pleasurable.
I don't know. I don't know that anyone could use a mint-flavoured condom because, you know, it could be the mint with a hole in it, couldn't it? And you wouldn't be happy, would you? It's gone off my little screen. I don't know if it's A, B, or C.
Pop it back up there again. The old short-term memory's gone there completely.
I reckon he said C.
You reckon he said...
because condoms desensitize the penis, make us...
I don't know who you met in most, but it's very unlikely that man said C.
I've had a little bit of a rethink. And I think it could possibly be B.
Well, let's have a look at the VT and find out.
Excuse me, sir. Could I ask you a quick question, please? Yeah.
Oh, it's got to be A.
This is for Irish television.
Yeah.
According to a survey this week, it was revealed that most Irish men don't use condoms. Do you think they don't like the taste?
Well, I wouldn't know about that now.
What do you think?
I don't know that business at all. I couldn't say.
You know nothing about the taste of condoms or anything like that?
No.
Thanks very much anyway.
Can I just say that the audience put me on a really bum steer? A bum steer.
Blame the audience, yes. Yeah. And straight into the pub after that. Jesus, lads, you'll never guess what they asked me out there. So, Brendan, your story concerns the revelations that Bertie Ahern is paying a beautician £135 a day to do his makeup. Lucky she doesn't work for Bill Clinton. She'd be asked for more than a quick blow dry.
That's nothing actually, Sean, because Bertie only has one face to make up. But didn't Dick Spring used to spend £270 a day?
So the question we asked was, Bertie Ahern is paying a beautician £135 a day. Would it not be cheaper if he bought a new head?
You wouldn't get good head for £135.
Well, he's a head of state. Bill Clinton gets it for free. So we asked this woman, did she say, A, I know of a baby born with 2 heads, B, back in the 60s I shagged Marty Whelan, Or C, beauticians, don't talk to me about them bastards. They've the country ruined. Yes, thanks very much.
Would you think at all that A and B are connected? My sister shagged Marty Whelan, and I know of a baby that was born with 2 heads.
Could be on for big points there, yeah.
Yeah, so taking that into account, I would say that the answer is probably C.
The answer is probably C. Let's have a look at the VT and find out.
Do you think it'd be cheaper for him to buy a new head?
Well, I am a former nursing sister. 38 years a nurse, trained here. And it has been known where children has been born with 2 heads. There's one at Tooting Beck Hospital, I'd say, back in the, back in the 1950s, was a little boy. I don't know whether he succumbed or not. I don't know whether he died or what they did with him, but he, like everything else in those days, like the Virgin...
We did the television.
Now, you'll be, I'm sure you'll be very pleased to know that that woman's answer is being turned into an 8-part series by RTE.
And can we just say, if the 2-headed baby is out there anywhere, we'd like to have you on the show next week.
So finally, Michael D. And his Michael D. So, in a survey this week, it was revealed that Tony O'Reilly is the richest man in Ireland. He owns Brendan, for instance.
It says Sean, who can't be bought unless there's 2 free flights to London.
Brendan is a great advertisement for the beans.
I don't quite get that one, really.
I'm scared of him.
That must be some sort of drugs joke. I don't know.
That's what he's putting in the cans, yeah.
So anyway, the question we asked was, Tony O'Reilly is the richest man in Ireland. Is that because he owns more politicians than anyone else? We asked this man, did he say A, who the f*** is Tony O'Reilly? B, Tura Lura Lura, Faith and Megara, sure, isn't it a grand soft day, Your Honour? Or C, disparaging politics will not assist in the socio-political development of Ireland as a mature, self-confident nation-state.
No,
Can I just ask, have we just given up writing good answers at this point?
No, he definitely didn't say C.
He definitely didn't say C. You know your constituents,
no,
don't you?
I certainly do. C is the kind of stuff you would get to kind of liberal reductionism, not even up to the standard of bad postmodernism.
But look, come on, you know what we want. Say on TV.
I have to be fair to this man. Brendan knows very well that if you look at that man's face, he's a spiritual man. You can see the pure...
Spirits did have something to do with it. I can tell you that.
You can see it from the eyes, you see, and the kind of long vacant stare. He said B. Oh yeah, he's B. He's representative of the tradition.
Of Hollywood.
Yeah, and there's a lovely...
Just say just say
a man with lovely...
Bring here to gab all night. Just say
Not at all. No. He's not. Nobody looks like that ever said it's such an appalling word like that.
What word was that?
So you're definitely going for a B.
I am.
You're going for the far worse Tura Lura Lura Lura.
Okay. Kind of grade 2.
It's a family program.
Let's have a look at the VT and find out.
Let me ask you a quick question, sir. This is for RT. This is for Irish television, sir.
Yes.
Tony O'Reilly is reported this week to be the richest man in Ireland. Do you think that's because he owns more politicians than anybody else?
Tony O'Reilly? Who the fuck is Tony O'Reilly?
He owns Heinz Beans and the Independent newspaper and a few things like that.
Who's that?
He's the richest man in Ireland.
He owns Heinz Beans. He must be the richest man in Ireland. Well, I don't know. Have you got his name?
No.
No, but then we're not talking. Jesus Christ, you have to give us a few more. Who is he? He owns Heinz Beans. Heinz Beans? Oh, aye. So
do you think he owns more...
he owns Heinz Beans, So
do you think he owns more politicians than anybody else?
I think Byrne is the richest man in Ireland myself. I think Byrne is the richest man in Ireland myself. I don't know nothing about government.
All right, so thanks very much anyway.
I'll give us a few pounds now.
Just get your agent to fax us and we'll get back to you.
Can I just say that I was actually on the piss with that man last night in Mugs? It was true. I was with him.
Say if Peter O'Toole's gone down something terrible.
They were actually rushing after their Mensa meeting.
Listen, this might seem like a stupid question at this point. Who the f*** is Tony O'Reilly?
Oh, I'll see you on the Dell queue then next week.
And you know, he didn't even say Dr. O'Reilly. That's how drunk he was. Now, you should know that. Had a bit of respect.
Now, just to give you
Tony O'Reilly was a doctor.
Oh, yeah. He could fix up anything for you. Legs, heart attacks. Yeah.
Are you two finished bickering now? They're a bit like lovers, really, aren't they? Now, just to give you an idea of how times have moved on in Kilburn, we did dig up a piece of VT from the 1960s, and they sent over somebody to ask people in Kilburn what they thought of the Irish. Have a look at this.
Do you think that they're inclined to be taking over the whole of Kilburn?
Oh, good heavens, no. Not nearly to the same extent as the coloured people. But they're all right also, as long as they're left alone. But the Irish are all right, a little bit noisy, a bit boisterous. Well, that's all good fun.
Yes, all good fun. It's the damned Hun. I don't trust him, though. So, after that round, the scores are that Dara's team got 3 points, but Brendan's team got no points.
You were so buzzed. I think I've been torn apart by internal division.
That's never happened before.
At least your teammate is willing to shut up. Just play along.
We were doing great until you started.
I told you, say.
I have a feeling he might say it later on. So we're coming up to the final round of the programme, so I might as well stop talking crap and get on with it. It's 60 seconds of facts. Each team gets asked a minute's worth of questions about the week's events, blah, 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 you know yourself. Anyway, Dara and Craig, your 60 seconds of facts starts now. Almost 1 in 4 people driving in Ireland are driving on what?
Angel dust.
As you can attest from last night. Provisional licenses is the actual continuity license is another answer. Less than 1 in 3 Irish mothers do what?
Get a card on Mother's Day.
Do what gay Ben tells them.
Breastfeed is the real answer. While entertaining at a St. Patrick's Day party, Porrick Flynn got in what?
Fight with a bouncer. Got into the cake.
Got into a set of stockings and suspenders.
Yeah, there's a picture. And Edward Fern is the answer. Bertie Ahern gave Bill Clinton a bowl of what last week?
Jelly and ice cream. Wax fruit. I don't know.
Shamrock is the actual answer there. Ireland's attempt to retain duty-free received support from whom?
George Best.
Oliver Reed.
Glenda Jackson is the actual answer. County Louth sheep died from stress, allegedly brought on by what?
Lady Di's death. True.
Juggling motherhood and a career, you know. Tough for a modern sheep.
Being buzzed by British Army helicopters is the actual answer. A survey shows that the Irish public consider anorexia and depression to be what?
Very difficult words to spell on just a minute quiz.
All in the mind is the actual answer. Brendan and Michael D, your 60 seconds of facts starts now. This summer, Bishop Casey is going to openly do what in Ireland?
Michael D. Higgins.
Relatives is the actual answer. A group in Waterford are helping schoolgirls to do what?
Strip for cash.
Finish their education is the actual answer. A survey has claimed that people with long middle fingers tend to be what?
They put everything off until the last minute. Musical. Popular with the ladies.
Superstitious is the actual answer there. I only just got that now, sorry. Never occurs to me.
Come on, come on!
A member of Limerick City Council says he set the world record for what?
Shaking hands.
That's the right answer.
He's been practicing for months at home on his own.
Without gloves.
Okay, 3 points for that. Albert Reynolds is the first Irish-born what?
Cowboy.
Grand Marshal of the St. Pat's Day Parade in New York. While the government tries to find cheaper accommodation, refugees are staying where?
Cardboard boxes. They're hoping they come up with something more economical, though.
Point there. Tony Fenton gave Ronan Keating what last week?
The best he ever had in his life.
A lift is the actual answer. So, folks, the scores at the end of that round and at the end of the programme are that, once again, Dara's team have 19 points and Brendan's team have 19 points. It's a draw!
Well done.
Well done. Listen, that was great.
So that completes this week's transmission. We'll be back with similar stuff next Monday or exactly the same stuff for the repeat on Sunday. Thanks to Dara's guest, Craig Charles, and with Brendan, Michael D. Higgins. But as we go, back to the Ken McGuinness wobbly over tricolours on St. Patrick's Day. Earlier on, I rang Ken McGuinness's office and suggested that for future St. Patrick's Day, we could come up with a compromise flag. Thanks for helping us feed the gondolas. Good night.
Ken McGuinness's office, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. I'm ringing you from the Republic of Ireland, and I just wanted to make a comment about something. That hopefully maybe you could pass it on to Mr. McGuinness himself.
I certainly will, yeah.
Oh, that's great. Well, my name now is Monica Looley, and I'm ringing you from a little village called Ahascraw, which is in the west of Ireland, down here in the Republic of Ireland. Myself and my husband, we have a little flag-making business down here in Ahascraw, and we make flags. And we did a little design last night. And what you'd have is you'd have St. Patrick, but he would be drawn in orange, and he'd have a little bowler hat and a sash on him. And we were wondering, would that be the sort of thing that would be acceptable to unionists?
I can still see Mr. McGuinness's position because he did see these flags. He asked for them to be removed. They were removed.
And then they put them back up again.
2 hours later, they're back up again.
They're very deceitful, the English, really, aren't
So, it really, I think it really sort of got there. But to be quite truthful, I never really associate St. Patrick, although I suppose when you think about it, some people do.
Well, that's what we were hoping to design a little flag that was about St. Patrick and about of us all and our affection for St. Patrick, rather than dividing people, you know.
You write a little note to Mr. McGuinness.
Oh, yes.
Including a design of this.
Right.
And say just be a photocopy of whatever you're doing and asking his opinion on it.
That would be fantastic.
Do you say Argus Straw?
Ahascraw.
I certainly will make him aware. He's not around today, but I will make him aware you have been on.
Thank you very much.
But in the meantime, yes, do certainly send him up a little copy of it.
Oh, we will certainly do that.
Yeah. All right, Mrs. Lully.
Thank you very much.
Not
now.
at all. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Du ser på TV3, og her håper vi å høre lyden av bryllupsklokke i Nanny.